Current climate of civil unrest in America, the NAACP has been confronting matters with a new agenda, a new plan of action, really. So here to talk more about that in the upcoming March on Washington is Raveen Waters, the first vice president of the NAACP, New York State Youth and College Division. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, doing well, thank you. Thanks for joining us this morning. So let's get right to it because, the leadership of the NAACP organizing this virtual march on Washington on August 27th and 28th. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. You keep going in and out.
How we doing? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There we go. So we're talking about the March on Washington that's taking place August 27th and 28th, this virtual march. How will exactly it work and what will it look like?
So on August 27th, we'll be having a virtual call, which is just a call to order to march on the 28th. So that will be at 8 p.m. And then on August 28th at 11 a.m., we'll be walking on the mall. And NAACP is the host of the virtual portion. So on the night of the 28th, from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m., we'll be hosting the charge, where we'll have great speakers, young speakers from different areas of the nation, as well as different artists being featured and doing musical presentations.
And this is going to mark the 57th anniversary of the historic March on Washington and Dr. Martin Luther King's I Have a Dream speech, right?
Yes.
During that time, in August 28th, 1963, Dr. King was calling for civil rights. He was calling for economic rights. He was calling for an end to racism. Those were the themes, obviously. Is there a specific theme this year or message behind the march?
So the two topics that we're really focusing on is police reform and accountability, and also voter mobilization. As you know, we had different events that happened this year that really affected the Black community in America, and not only the Black community, but all communities in America, as we had young people, parents being killed at the hands of officers who were unarmed. And we also have to worry about the fact that it's election year, and it's a really big election year from local all the way to national. So those are our two topics that we're really trying to focus on this year.
And I understand that MLK the third and the families of those Black individuals who died at the hands of police will be keynote speakers throughout this virtual march, correct?
Yes, they will.
And that's pretty powerful. And so let's talk about this civil unrest in the nation right now. Your organization really developing this new agenda, right, which includes being proactive in criminal justice policy, economics, health, voting, like you talked about, and how this is a voting year, a big year, right, for change. So explain some of the NAACP's new agenda and why voting is becoming such a focus in 2020.
So voting is becoming such a focus because, we are just dealing with the fact that we have so many different things that we're uncomfortable with in our communities that are affecting us. And sometimes some of the elected officials aren't helping us in the ways that we need them to. So it's your time to go out and vote, have your voices be heard, not only at your town halls in your local areas, which have become virtual, as well as being at the ballot, taking part and filling your name out, filling out the different bubbles and just being present in your time, in your moment. We also are focusing on our campaign, We Are Done Dying, which is focusing on the pandemic and two pandemics actually, that we're going through in America. I just want to say it's sad because it's I don't know if it's reckless or like the killing of Black people, unarmed Black people, just so recklessly is amazing. How we're at this time that this is happening so easily to our people, and we can barely walk down the street and just do simple things like that, or either go shopping without being attacked. So it's a time that we need to step up, mobilize, be active. We're really focusing on police reform and just getting out to the polls and just making sure that our voices are heard. When it comes to all these various different aspects, as well as making sure young people's voices are heard. So I just want to say that it's a great time to look at our list of demands that we released recently. That really shows you what we're focused on, as well as just keeping the passion, staying forward, because we want justice to be served as
Right.
well as freedom.
And, and I just want to highlight that back in 1963, 250,000 people actually showed up in person for Dr. King's speech outside the Lincoln Memorial. Even though this is virtual this year, I think the numbers are going to be so enormous in terms of, because people are waking up and they're hearing everything exactly that you are saying. And I do want to highlight real quick before you go that you're hosting roundtables featuring D.L. Hughley, Tiffany Cross, as well as other authors. All the information is on the website at naacp.org. It is tonight, by the way. You can RSVP.
Yes,
So,
it
Ms.
is.
Waters, thank you for your time this morning. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Of
Have a great
course.
day.
You too. You